Um, One thing I talk about is our relationship with God. And I also have realized how our relationship with God also correlates to our relationship with people. I found something else about our relationship with people that also correlates to our relationship with God. I realized that God acknowledges that we're sinful. We acknowledge that we are sinful. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. Nobody is. The Bible says God is good. That's it. No one else is good. No, not one. There's not one person on this earth that's perfect. That's really freeing. Some people, they may not agree. They're like, I'm a good person. Only God is good. And you would say to yourself, okay, what do you do with this information? You know that you're sinful, or you know that you're gonna keep messing up. You're never gonna be perfect, but you got to do this life where you're trying to please God. Obviously, we know, as we've given our lives to Christ, because of what Jesus died for us on the cross, it has covered us with the blood of Jesus that has paid for the penalty of sin. But we still have a real existence on trying to please God, but then we mess up. The thing that we do when we mess up is we say, Father, forgive me. Forgiveness, or asking for forgiveness, just simply means I'm acknowledging that I'm wrong. Or I just did something that I know does not please you. I just did something I know that it may hurt you, and I apologize. I'm sorry. And God welcomes us back. The Bible says he forgets our sin, casts it far from the east to the west, tosses it into the sea, remembers it no more. Doesn't even make an account or a list of the things that we've done. Basically says, let's go again. Thank you for acknowledging where you went wrong. I was never saying stay away from me. As long as we're on the same page that you recognize this is wrong, but let's move forward. And what I've learned, even in relationships, I've learned that people really aren't looking for perfect people. For the most part, most people are just looking to be in a relationship with people who can at least admit when they're wrong. Like at some point, you have to acknowledge you're not always right. And you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Relationships get difficult when people just can't admit or acknowledge that they did something wrong. That leads them to just simply say, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, that was me. My fault. All of us know that. Of course, I believe we all know that one person that did this never wrong. They just can never be wrong. It's always us against them, them against us, whatever. The blame game. But I'm really realizing it, nobody's perfect. And none of us have ever been in a relationship with anybody that's perfect. But the relationships that end up working is when both people, when it's appropriate, just admit, hey, that's on me. I messed up. I apologize. Can you please forgive me? And I can say that for all of you guys. That's just what it is. When you think about some of even the craziest flaws of some people in your family, some people that you've dated or just got to know on a friendship level, what really made the relationship hard at its core is when there was an infraction, or when there was something, you'll say, yo, it was the principal, or you'll say, yo, you don't peep that that was off though. It's when people can't acknowledge when they're wrong. It's when people can't take time to just apologize. That's what makes relationships difficult. And then eventually you got to go your separate ways. And so it's just special when you hear that, because the people who struggle with apologizing or admitting when they're wrong, of course it's a prideful thing, but it's destroying relationships. And so I would even say for all of us, because we all can get in that mode, if we want to do better with creating meaningful relationships, we all have to be okay with admitting when we're wrong, and then apologizing. Just apologizing. I apologize for what I did, period.